So what do you do for work, huh? Like, what's your job? Networking is a huge key component to success in life. There's a common saying that goes around the internet that says your network equals your net worth. Net worth would be assets minus liabilities, and it is basically how much you are worth as a human being. It's a huge metric that a lot of wealthy people use to compare themselves to one another. That's also pretty useless because it doesn't really do anything and it doesn't really matter. But the whole purpose of this video is to stress to you how important a network is. Because a network, like a web, connects intertwined, and it essentially is just a bunch of connections of people that you know in your own life to make you a strong individual. A spider with a very good network of webs has a strong web, and it can live there longer, and it can stay there, and can withstand elements and other things. You with your network is the same way. Obviously, it's not like about withstanding a storm, but it's being able to actually withstand obstacles in your life. Because when you go through hardship, who do you turn on? Your mom, your dad, your best friends. Hey, can I have some money? Hey, can I have a place to sleep? Hey, can I do this? Hey, can I do that? I'm going through a rough time. You want to talk. If you have a network, you can rely on those assets to talk to them, to rely on them, but not use them. That's the whole point. You can have people to talk to, have friends to share with, but now imagine, your network consists of 5 people. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk. Now you have Joe Rogan or some other famous celebrity that you can choose of your own devices. Like, you have some pretty successful people. I added Joe Rogan in there for comedy, but you have some pretty successful people in your specific network. Now imagine you have a business problem. Who are you going to go to? You can go to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, you can go to Steve Jobs, you can even go to Steve Wozniak, you can go to literally anybody you want in your network because they're there. They're accessible. People think that celebrities aren't accessible because they don't have them in their network. But imagine your best friend was like Selena Gomez or Peyton List or even, Hannah Montana, whatever. Now, I'm not giving you a preface about saying whether these individuals would be positive or negative in your network, but I'm saying that if you have successful, driven people, ambitious people in your network, people that you can mentor with, people that you can work with, partner with, do anything with, collaborate with, you will have a better off way of being successful. Last year, I tried a challenge that said I would make $1 million in 100 days. Simply put, very difficult and ambitious thing, especially for a 17-year-old kid who had never accumulated more than $7,000 in his entire net worth of his entire lifetime. That is very specific, and that is the truth. I needed a way to make $1 million. I did not have the skills or the competence. I had the confidence, but I did not have the competence, the hard skills necessary of getting $1 million. I needed to find people in my life that could do that. I started networking with incredible entrepreneurs. Mike Ashabi to be one of them, a top serial entrepreneur just recently recognized by Forbes as one of the top coaches. He is now in my network. He's now my business coach. I also have a mentor, Carmelia Ray, who's also in my network, who is a top celebrity matchmaker. Maybe you've never heard of these people, maybe you have. That's not the point. The point is that they're very successful in their own industries, in their own niches, and it's a good way to learn, collaborate, and connect with these individuals. Now, I'm not saying that you should seek out ways that you can use people to benefit from them. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm specifically talking about ways that you can connect with individuals, provide them with value, mutually beneficial so they can provide you with value. Now, you should never seek out ways that you can help people just so they'll scratch your back. It's more the fact that it's selfless to be selfish, to help people, and to serve. When I'm with Carmelia, I have no ambition of taking any money from her. I have no ambition to do anything from her. I could, if I wanted to. I've only probably asked her of one favor, and that was Grant Cardone interview, maybe 2 if I needed an actual job. But, I wanted to interview Grant Cardone. I know that Grant Cardone is in her network, so I was trying to utilize that connection to try to get him on my podcast and actually start a business with Grant Cardone. So I was trying to do that. But I get more satisfaction, personally, when I'm helping other people. If I'm like, Carmelia, I know this person, I'd love to connect you, boom, 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 now she's connected. A billionaire is somebody who is able to connect problem solvers. A millionaire is just a problem solver. So find problem solvers in your life, huge successful people in your niche, in your industry, connect them to one another. Have that connection be successful, and they'll be there for you when you need it. It's kind of like having life insurance, okay? You have life insurance not because you think you're going to die tomorrow, but because if you do die tomorrow, you have life insurance. You have a network because maybe you don't need it today or whatever, But 10 years from now, if you maintain that relationship and you pay your life insurance bill, you'll have it in case you need it when the pipe runs dry and you all of a sudden need a little bit of a push. That's essentially what it is. Somebody I just recently added to my own network is Aaron Marino. Now, I would never, ever, ever overstep my boundaries and ask him for a favor. That was just unnecessary because, look, he's a very busy person. He's very successful on YouTube, and I just don't want to ruin that relationship with Aaron. But I think that if he and I connected longer and we become better friends, we can hang out longer. He can help me with business. I could help him revamp his YouTube channel or do whatever he needs to do on that side of things. And all of a sudden, we can utilize our own set of skills in our own minds to help become better individuals as a collective. Now, 10 years down the line, if I'm still connected with Aaron Marino and all of a sudden I need some help with something, boom, he's right there. Now, I'm not saying it's always 10 years. I'm just using 10 years as a good metric because it's kind of far out there and it shows you it's very important to maintain these relationships. It's not a one-time deal. When I interviewed Aaron Marino, my goal was never to speak to the man once, end the call, and never speak to him again. It was, I've made this connection. Let's actually make another connection and another connection and another connection. I'm going to keep connecting and keep building that web stronger and stronger and stronger so that eventually you can't pull it away. Maybe it will never get to that point, but it's always nice to think it will. Your network is very important. So now that I've talked about the importance of networking, I need to talk about how you as the individual, as the audience can build your own network. Because this is the whole point. I'm teaching you how to do something. So this is a good way to build a network. Go to events in your area. I mean, maybe you live in a small town like me, but try to locate yourself in an area where it's busy, where it comes to like people that you're wanting to surround yourself with. If you're a filmmaker, try to find some film festivals in your area, or try to even locate any types of films that are going on in your area, or even at your school of people, or even on social media of people wanting to do something, collaborate on a project. This Wednesday, I'm actually going out to meet with a filmmaker local around here, and we're gonna shoot some test shots and do some work there. And that's a good way to connect and network with people. So, social media has made everything possible. I don't need to go down and break down everything that you need to do. Even if you wanted to reach out to Aaron Marino, his email, his contact button is literally on his Instagram. Just press contact, press email, and just shoot him an email. Maybe he'll get back to you. Maybe he won't. Do whatever you need to do, man. Go to whoever you want to reach out to. Just understand some people that are a little bit higher caliber probably won't answer you. Grant Cardone probably won't answer you. He has an assistant. She probably won't answer you. I'm not saying that you're any less valuable. I'm just saying that I've tried reaching out to every single one of these people, and at the current pace, I've only gotten back from Aaron Marino and maybe a few others, but it's still a very specific thing, and you nonetheless, you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with high-class individuals. If they don't want to give you your time, you got to earn it. So, find some people that you actually like to be around rather than you would only be around for the clout. So if you don't like Jay Shetty, but you'd rather be around him than somebody else because he has a lot of clout, he has 8 million followers on Instagram, I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't recommend it because the interaction would merely be based on your desire to gain something from the experience and not your intention to actually give value to Jay in any way. So, just getting that off the table. You can go to networking events in person, spend some money doing that. You can attend something like Grant Cardone's like GrowthCon or some summits or any type of seminars where people are sitting down and talking, any public speaking events where people are actually giving ideas, and you can go there and connect with entrepreneurs. You can go to the Chamber of Commerce. You can just find opportunities where the special people are going to be. If you're an entrepreneur, find places where the entrepreneurs are going to go. Maybe go to the yacht club, maybe go to yoga. Go to places where entrepreneurs would hang out. If you're somebody who likes to garden, go to, the garden club or, some garden, whatever gardeners do. I mean, I'm not a gardener. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with gardeners. I'm not knowledgeable about it. So find the areas in which the people that you want to spend your time around are actually hanging out. If there's a person you've always wanted to reach out to but have been too scared, draft up an email. Just be like, put their name at the top, just say, listen, I have been so admired by your work. I am so inspired every single day or motivated. However you have actually connected with their work individually, make this very personal, very, very specific, and say, listen, I would love to connect. I would love to hop on a call, maybe for 30 minutes or an hour of your time. Just very simple, and I would love to learn a little bit more about you. And if you need help with anything, I can always be there to help you out. Sometimes they won't answer you back, but it's always worth a shot. I send out emails all the time to all these different people. Hopefully one day the floodgates open and one person replies, it's just going to completely shatter my, oh, wait, Aaron Marino did. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So literally, if you try long enough, it will happen. If you try hard enough, it will happen. And you will meet some incredible people along the way. Just make sure you maintain those relationships, and it's not one-sided. You're providing more value than they are providing you value. It is a 100 to 0 relationship. 100% you, 0% them. You're not expecting anything in return ever, ever, ever. I gave you never want to expect anything. If I walked into Aaron Marino's interview and was like, listen, I'm 17, I'm a pretty ambitious guy, you're going to offer me a job. He never offered me a job. If I expected he offered me a job, I'd get pretty pissed off at him. You can't have expectations for people you don't know. Can't have expectations for anybody, except for yourself. And expect that you're going to help that person that you're talking to. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to share with this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share it with as many people that you think would need to hear this message. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out.